So students, we are going to discuss today about the volcanoes and the different types of volcanic landforms. Okay, so like in our previous class, we came to know that there are different layers of the Earth. Okay, like there are within the Earth's interior, actually different layers are there. Okay, and in the upper layer of the mantle, actually, okay, in the mantle is there. Okay, and just the upper portion of the mantle, which is also known as the asthenosphere. Here we can find the presence of the magma actually. Okay, so during the volcanic eruption, actually the magma, it comes up from here only. Okay, from the asthenosphere. Okay, reaches the earth's surface. Okay, and they cool down and they solidify and lead to the various types of land for formation of various land features actually. So we'll be discussing in details that how these volcanoes are being formed. Okay, how did the eruption takes place, and the different landforms which are being formed actually. So as like we all know what is volcano actually. Okay, what is volcano, or what are volcanoes actually? Okay, so volcanoes it is an activity actually, where volcanism is a activity, okay, which takes place within the earth's interior. Okay, because of like changes in the temperature and all. Okay, there's a certain out what happens, the molten magma, it comes out, okay, from some portion of the earth actually. Okay, and they lead to the formation of the volcanoes actually. Okay, so you may have seen photographs or the pictures of volcanoes on a number of occasions actually. Okay, so many a times we have gone through the pictures, the photographs and all about the volcanoes. Okay, and we have the basic information or the idea about the volcano actually. How does a volcano look like? Okay, how do they like erupt and all? Okay, that we know actually to some extent. So a volcano is a place where the gases, acids on the molten material, that is the lava, it escaped to the ground. Okay. So what is volcano actually? A volcano is a particular place actually. Okay. A volcano is a particular place from where the different types of gases, acids, as well as the molten rock material. Okay. The molten magma, it comes out. Okay. It comes out from the earth's surface actually. Okay. That is the volcano actually. So basically, this molten magma which comes out actually, okay, it is actually the underlying rocks. Okay, the underlying rocks, because of increase in the temperature, okay, they have they have become like in the liquid form actually. Okay, and they come out of the Earth's surface actually in the liquid form, which is known as magma. Okay, and when they reach the Earth's surface, it is known as the lava actually. Okay. So a volcano is called an active volcano if it has materials. Okay, if it has materials mentioned are being released. Okay, are being released or have been released out in the past. Okay, so basically the volcanoes can be of different types. Okay, some are known as the active volcanoes, some are known as the dormant volcanoes and all. So basically we are going to discuss about the active volcano. Okay, active volcano means the volcanoes, okay, which are active actually, means from where the molten magma has come out. Okay, or in the history actually it has came out actually, that will be considered as a volcanic active volcano actually. Okay, so the layer below the solid crust is mantle. Okay, so like we came to know in our previous class that the layer, okay, just below the crust, okay, the crust is the topmost layer of the earth's surface, and the layer which lies just below the earth's crust is known as the mantle. Okay, and in this mantle the density of the materials is quite higher. Okay, it is a little bit higher than the like the materials which can be found in the crust. Okay, so the layers below the crust is called the mantle, and it has higher density than that of the crust. The mantle contains a weaker zone called the asthenosphere. Okay, and the topmost layer of the mantle is known as the asthenosphere, which is basically weak in nature. Okay, which is a weaker layer actually, and it is from this layer only. Okay, it is from this asthenosphere only that the molten rock material. Okay, that the molten rock material, they come out. Okay, they come out to the earth's surface actually. Okay, so how do they come out actually? There are some cracks. Okay, there are some cracks and crevices in means within the earth's interior actually. Okay, in the rocks and all, some cracks are there. So through these cracks only, what happens, this molten magma actually, it comes out. Okay, so the mantle contains a weaker zone called asthenosphere, and it is from this that the molten rock materials find their way to the surface. Then the material in the upper mantle portion is called the magma. Okay, and the molten material, okay, which can be found in this upper layer of the mantle, which is also known as the asthenosphere actually. Okay, so this molten material is known as the magma. So once it starts moving towards the crust or it reaches the surface, it is referred to as the lava. Okay, so this molten material, okay, it's known as the magma when it is in the asthenosphere actually. But once it starts moving towards the upside, actually, it moves starting towards the crust or the surface actually. Okay, it is known as the lava. Okay, so well coming towards the surface actually, okay, while coming towards the earth's surface or in the crust actually, okay, sometimes what happens, this molten magma or the lava actually, they cool down within the earth's crust, okay, like in the cracks and all, okay, the lava gets deposited within the earth's interior, they cool down and leads to the formation of the different types of rocks. Or sometimes what happens, they come out from the surface actually, okay, in the form of eruption. Okay, the eruption takes, the sudden eruption takes place, and the lava, it starts flowing out, okay, through the crater, through the volcano actually. Okay, and this lava actually, okay, as they are like in the liquid form, they move in different directions, okay, and later on they cool down actually. Okay, and it leads to the formation of different types of rocks and landforms. So the material in the upper mantle portion is called the magma, and once it starts moving towards the crust or it reaches the surface, it is referred to as the lava. The material that reaches the ground, okay, includes lava flow, pyroclastic debris, the volcanic bombs, ash and dust, and gases such as nitrogen compounds, sulfur compounds, and minor amount of chlorine, hydrogen, and argon. Okay, so during the time of volcanic eruption, actually, different types of materials, it comes out actually. Okay, different types of gases are being released during the time of volcanic materials actually. Okay, so basically the lava comes out, the pyroclastic debris actually, okay, the different types of chemical debris which can be found in the earth's interior. Okay, and volcanic bombs. Volcanic bombs basically refers to, means when the volcanic eruption takes place actually, means after a few times, okay, like means first explosion took place, the lava came out, okay, and after sometimes what happens, the materials are formed in such a way that once it comes in contact in the surface actually, it explodes. Okay, and like that is why they are known as the volcanic bombs. Okay, and not only this but also different like the ashes and the dust particles also comes out. Okay, so you will find that when the volcanic eruption takes place actually, the entire sky, okay, the atmosphere, it becomes covered with the dust particles and the different gases. Okay, so it interrupts the movement of the flights and all. Okay, so different types of gases are being released during the time of volcanic eruption, such as nitrogen, okay, sulfur, okay, chlorine, hydrogen, and argon. Okay, so here we came to know that how the volcanoes are, the volcanic eruption basically takes place, or what are volcanoes actually. Okay, so this type of volcanoes can be found, okay, like along the Pacific Ring of Fire in the Pacific Ocean, and even there are like in India also there is a presence of one active volcano. Okay, and the name of the active volcano is the Barren Island. Okay, and this Barren Island is located in Andaman and Nicobar Island. Okay, so this is what about the volcanoes actually. Okay, the basic information about the volcanoes. So the next portion which we are going to discuss is about the different types of the volcanoes. Okay, so the volcanoes, okay, they can be classified into different types. Okay, like here the volcanoes has been classified on the basis of nature of eruption. Okay, means when the the lava actually it comes out from the crater. Okay, crater basically refers to the topmost portion. Okay, the end from where the volcanoes come out actually. Okay, the opening from where the volcanoes come out. Okay, so on the basis of the nature of eruption and the form developed at the surface, the volcanoes can be classified into different types. Means when the lava it comes out actually, okay, from the opening, okay, they cool down the lava cool downs and they form different shape actually. Okay, so on the basis of that nature actually of eruption, different types of volcanoes are formed, such as the sealed volcano, okay, the composite volcano, the mid-oceanic ridges volcano, the caldera, the flood basal province volcano. Okay, these are the different types of volcanoes actually, okay, which takes place. So, but apart from this, actually, the volcanoes can also be classified as active, as dormant volcano. Okay, active volcano means the volcanoes, okay, from where there are cases of this lava eruption. Lava has erupted at some point of time. Okay, or means there are chances that lava will erupt. They are the active, and dormant volcano means there are some structures like volcanic structures actually. Okay, means from where there are no chances of this lava eruption. Means lava will not erupt actually. They are known as the dormant. Okay, So here in your book, actually, it is given about on the basis of the nature of eruption. So we are going to study on the types of volcano on the basis of the nature of eruption only. The sealed volcano. So here you can just see the image actually. Okay, this image will provide us the idea that how does this sealed volcanoes, okay, like they look like. Okay, bearing the basalt flow, the sealed volcanoes are the largest of all the volcanoes on the earth. Okay, so basically the sealed volcanoes are the largest volcanoes in the earth. Okay, and the Hawaiian volcanoes are the most famous example. Okay, Hawaiian volcanoes is the Hawaii Island actually. Okay, in the Hawaii Island, there there are volcanic eruption, frequent volcanic eruption takes place actually. Okay, so in this Hawaii Island, the volcanoes which has which exist actually, okay, they are the examples of the sealed volcanoes. Okay, and they are basically large. Okay, the volcanoes are basically very large in size actually. Okay, so here you can see the image actually. Okay, this image, okay, is of the sealed volcano. The Hawaiian volcanoes are the examples, okay, are such examples of these sealed volcanoes actually. These volcanoes are mostly made up of basalt, a type of lava that is very fluid when erupted. Okay, so basically this kind of sealed volcanoes, okay, they are formed when the lava it comes out actually. Okay, and the lava which comes out actually, okay, this lava is made up of basalt actually. Okay, the lava is basically formed by the melting of the basalt rocks actually. Okay, so the material is actually not so thick. Okay, the fluid, that is the liquid. Okay, the lava is not so thick, dense actually. It is very fluid in nature. It is very liquid. Okay, very light in density actually. So it can flow in at a very faster rate. Okay, and in different directions actually. Okay, so these volcanoes are mostly made up of a basalt, a type of lava that is very fluid when erupted. And for these reasons, these volcanoes are not steep. Okay, so this is the main reason that the volcanoes are not steep actually. Why? Because the volcano, the material, okay, the lava which is erupted actually, it is very liquid, okay, very fluid in nature, like the water actually. So it can flow in different directions, okay, and can cover a very large area actually. Okay, they become explosive if somehow water gets into the vent. Okay, and this kind of sealed volcanoes, okay, they become explosive in nature, means sometimes explosion can take place. Okay, if somehow the water enters into the vent basically means the pipe like structure actually from where the lava comes out actually. Okay, that is known as the vent. So if anyhow, okay, the water gets inside it actually, there are chances that the sealed volcano, okay, may cause explosion. Otherwise, they are characterized by low explosivity. Okay, otherwise the chances of explosion is very less. Okay, in case of these sealed volcanoes. The upcoming lava moves in the form of a fountain and throw out the cone at the top of the vent and develops into a cinder cone. Okay, and the upcoming lava, the upcoming magma, actually, okay, the magma which comes out from the asthenosphere, okay, they flow in the form of a fountain actually. Fountain means like we see that the fountain is from where the water comes out actually. Okay, so in the same way it comes out like a fountain actually. Okay, and suddenly it erupts actually. Okay, and suddenly the magma is thrown, okay, thrown outside the surface actually. Okay, and the upcoming lava moves in the form of a fountain and throws out the cone basically means the topmost part of the volcano actually. Okay, it remains a little bit closed, but because of this explosive nature, the opening, it gets opened, okay, at the top of the vent, and it develops into a cinder cone. Okay, and the topmost part actually, it appears to be a cinder, a conical shape actually. Okay, so this is the example of a sealed volcano. So here you can see that they are very large. Okay, why they are very large? Because when the this lava it comes out actually, they are very fluid in nature, so the liquid can flow in different directions and then cover a large area. Okay, so they are basically larger in size actually. The next one is the composite volcanoes. These volcanoes are characterized by eruption of cooler and more viscous lava than basalt actually. Okay, so this kind of like composite volcanoes are mainly characterized by the eruption of cooler material. Okay, like in case of sealed volcanoes, okay, the lava which is erupted actually, it is very much like hotter. Okay, it is very much hot. But in case of these composite volcanoes, the materials which comes out actually, okay, they are like not so hot. Okay, they are basically cool. Okay, So these volcanoes are characterized by the eruption of the cooler and the more viscous lava. Okay, they are cooler and more viscous lava actually, okay, than the basalt. Okay, these volcanoes often result in explosive eruption. So they are basically explosive in nature, okay, and they cause explosion. Okay, means a type of explosion takes place, okay, when this volcanoes, composite volcanoes, they erupt actually. Okay, so like when I was explaining about the earthquake, that time I have said, okay, like volcanic earthquakes are there, means when the volcanic eruption takes place, okay, like some shaking of the earth takes place. Okay, so this composite volcanoes, okay, like as they are very much explosive in nature, okay, so there are chances that they may cause earthquake actually. Okay, so these volcanoes, they often result in explosive eruption. Along with lava, large quantities of pyroclastic materials and ashes, they find their way to the ground. Okay, so along with lava, actually, different types of gases. Okay, the pyroclastic materials and the ashes, they come out of these volcanoes actually. Okay, so and as the lava which comes out actually, they are more viscous lava actually. Okay, than the vessel. That means the liquid is okay, the lava is little bit dense actually. Okay, it is not like normal fluid actually, like water actually. It is like a little bit viscous, okay, dense actually. Okay, so which cannot cover move in different directions. Okay, so these materials accumulate in the vicinity of the vent opening, leading to the formation of layers. Okay, as because the lava is very much viscous in nature, okay, means they are thicker. Okay, they are a little bit thick actually. Density is more. So like they cannot move to a long they cannot cover a large area actually. Okay, they get deposited. Okay, they get accumulated near the vent only. Near the vent means near the opening only. Okay, and because of this actually, okay, like it leads to the formation of different layers. Okay, and this makes the mountain appear as composite volcano. Okay, and this makes the mountain is the top actually. Okay, and this makes the top appears as a composite volcano, means layer after layer. Okay, so like if we have a closer look of this composite volcanoes, actually we will find, okay, like here the layer after layer deposition of the lava has taken place. Okay, and like layer formations are there. Okay, because the materials, they cannot flow for a long distance, they are very viscous. Okay, and they cool down near the source only. Okay, near the cone only. Okay, so this is what about the composite volcanoes. Okay, so basically composite volcanoes are mainly responsible. Okay, like in case of sealed volcanoes, what happened, the volcanoes, they cover a large area. Okay, but in case of composite volcanoes, it does not cover a large area, but it leads to the formation of a high like a volcano actually. Okay, means the height increases in this case. But in case of sealed volcano, the height does not increases, but it covers large area. The next is the caldera. Okay, the caldera are the most explosive of the Earth's volcanoes actually. Okay, so of all the types of volcanoes, okay, the calderas are the most explosive in nature actually. Okay, means it causes huge explosion. Okay, means whenever the materials comes out actually, okay, it will cause a huge explosion and may cause the earthquake. So these are the most explosive of the Earth's volcanoes. Okay, these are the like most explosive of the Earth's volcanoes actually. Okay, they are usually so explosive that when they erupt, they tend to collapse on themselves rather than building any tall structure. Okay, so they are so explosive actually that when they erupt actually means when the lava it comes out actually. Okay, means it causes so much of explosion that the top, okay, that the top of the like volcano actually, okay, it collapses. Okay, and after collapsing, the materials, they again fall inside the vent only. Okay, the materials, they again fall inside the vent only. Okay, so this like they cannot they does not reach a very greater height actually. Okay, they are not so much tall actually, just because of this characteristic. Okay, so they are usually so explosive that when they erupt, they tend to collapse on themselves rather than building any tall structure. And the collapse depressions are called the calderas. Okay, and the collapse depressions are called the calderas. That means the top. Okay, the means the cone actually from where the lava comes out actually. Okay, like it collapse actually, and it again falls down on the that pipe-like structure only. Okay, and it forms a very large depression. Okay, it forms a very large depression, which are known as the calderas. Okay. So their explosiveness indicates that the magma chamber opening supplying the lava is not only huge, but it is also in close vicinity. Okay, and because of this explosive nature, actually, it is estimated that the magma chamber actually, okay, that means the from where the magma is coming actually, okay, that is not located at a far distance actually, okay. That means this the chamber, okay, from where the magma comes out actually, it is located very close to the vent actually, okay, very close towards the earth surface. That is why the eruption, okay, like it is very explosive in nature actually. Okay, so the most important characteristics of caldera is that during the time of eruption actually, okay, the topmost, the conical part, they themselves break, okay, it breaks, okay, and they fall on the cone only, okay, and it forms a very large depression which are known as the caldera. So sealed volcano, okay, the composite volcano, the caldera. Okay, these are the different types actually. And the fourth type is the flood basalt provinces. Okay, so two more types are there, which is the flood basalt provinces and the mid oceanic ridges volcanoes. Flood basalt provinces. These volcanoes, they output fluid lava that flows for very long distance. Okay, so these flood basalt provinces are actually the volcanic areas actually, okay, which has been formed because of the lava actually, which is very like very fluid in nature. Okay, you can say it is just like the water actually. Okay, so these volcanoes, they output highly fluid lava that flows for long distance. And some parts of the world are covered by thousands of square kilometers of this thick basalt lava flow actually. Okay, and the areas where this kind of flood basalt province volcanoes can be found actually in those areas means uh, around that volcanic actually, okay, volcanoes, you will find that the surrounding area, okay, it has been formed just because of the just because of this flow of this lava actually. Okay, so some parts of the world are covered by thousands of square kilometers of this thick basalt lava flow, and there can be a series of flow with some attaining the thickness. Okay, and there can be a series of flow actually, means one means eruption has taken place, okay, it has formed a layer, again eruption has taken place, again a layer has been formed. Okay, and the thickness can reach up to 50 meters. Okay, the thickness of this layer can reach up to 50 meters in depth actually. Individual flow may extend for hundreds of kilometers actually. Okay, and individual flow means if a single eruption takes place, okay, and the lava is output only one time actually, okay, so it may flow for a long distance actually, okay, for a few hundreds of kilometers. And the Deccan trap, okay, and it is believed that the Indian peninsular plateau actually, okay, this Indian peninsular plateau is actually volcanic in origin, okay, and it is believed that this Deccan trap, okay, the Deccan trap, that is the Deccan plateau of our country, okay, it has been formed in because of this process actually, okay, because of the flowing of the basalt lava, okay, before the formation of the this what is it, Himalayas, okay. So the Deccan trap from India, presently covering most of the Maharashtra plateau, are much larger flood basalt province, and it is believed that initially the trap formation covered a much larger area than the present. Okay, and it is believed that means the area the Deccan trap now covers actually, okay, it was quite higher in the ancient times, in the older times actually. Okay, because it is believed that all the places were joined together. Okay, and the Indian peninsula, it was also a part of the it was a part of the Gondwana land which was joined together, and like volcanic eruption may have taken place. Okay, and it led to the formation of this part actually, which later on got detached and led to the formation of the peninsular plateau. The next and the last one is the mid ocean ridge volcanoes. Okay, mid ocean ridge volcanoes, these are actually the volcanoes which can be found within the oceanic floor. Okay, in the oceanic floor it can be found, like we are having the earth surface. Okay, so in the same way in the oceans also, the bed of the oceans, okay, in the bed of the ocean also we can find, okay, like some small hilly ranges has been formed. Okay, so these hilly ranges has been formed because because of the eruption of the lava, okay, within the earth's interior, sorry, within the this what do you say, ocean actually. Okay, and it led to the formation of this oceanic ridges or hills actually. Okay, so these volcanoes, they occur in the oceanic areas. Okay, these volcanoes, they are mainly found in the oceanic areas, and there is a system of mid-ocean ridges more than 70,000 kilometers long that stretches through all the ocean basins. Okay, and this kind of mid-oceanic ridge volcano actually, okay, means there's a long chain of mountain. Okay, there's a long chain of hilly areas, or you can say a mountain, and the total length is around 7,000 kilometers. 70,000 kilometers. Okay, means almost means it is forming a chain, a continuous chain of hills within the oceans actually. Okay, and which can be found almost in all the ocean basins. Okay, almost in all the oceans, like the Indian Ocean, Pacific Ocean, and all. Okay, in all it can be found actually. It is a continuous chain, and a major part of it can be found in the Pacific Ocean. Okay. The central portion of this ridges experience frequent eruption. Okay, and this chain is like the chain of the mountain is around 70,000 kilometers, and the central part. Okay, in the central part actually, the volcanic eruptions are more common, are more frequent. Okay, and this central part actually, is this central part, it is found in this Pacific Ocean actually. Okay, so the Pacific Ocean is also known as the Ring of Fire. Okay, why it is known as the Ring of Fire? Because always we find that like some types, or like some of the volcanoes, they go on erupting actually. Okay, the continuous eruption takes place. Okay, so we will be discussing about this mid-oceanic volcanoes. Okay, in the in the next chapter also, it has been described in a more detailed way. Okay, about the basically about the like Pacific Ring of Fire. Okay, it has been explained in detailed way, detail about the Pacific Ring of Fire. What is Pacific Ring of Fire, and like what are the main characteristics of this area actually. Okay, so this is what about the different types of volcanoes. Okay, on the basis of the nature of eruption. Okay, on the basis of the nature of eruption. So silt volcano, okay, composite volcano, the caldera, okay, the flood basalt volcano, and the mid-ocean ridge volcanoes. So other volcanoes you can find on the Earth's surface actually, but this mid-ocean ridge volcanoes you will be finding only in the oceanic floor. Okay, this lies only in the floor of the ocean.